Welcome to the Inner Alchemy for December the 3rd, leading us through to the 7th. My name is Lisa Richard, the owner of Loving Energy Recharge. And Inner Alchemy is a blend of the teachings of human design, the gene keys, and incorporating some tools as a more than existing Lightworker coach. As the mandala wheel is turning for us, we are finding ourselves entering through gate number 5, which is known as the gate of waiting through the teachings of human design and the gene keys. And we are in Sagittarius season, so I really want to bring to the forefront the image of the center that's got its bow and arrow, and it is pulling back, waiting to release that towards its target. So knowing within your own life the things that you are trying to achieve, that you're striving towards, and really bringing your awareness to having to wait for those moments. And how sometimes needing to wait brings in a lot of pressure of wanting to go ahead and start moving right now, feeling like you're going to miss the boat if you don't get going. But then also reminding yourself as you perhaps got older and wiser and had some of your own experiences, the importance of standing your ground until you were ready to make your mark. So this is all about the gate of waiting down in our sacral center, the center of your life force energy, the center that is all about your gut instinct, your yeses, your nos, your sustainability to achieve what it is that you came here to do. So we also want to look at that gate of waiting as being a little seed. And a seed planted out in Mother Earth has its own natural rhythm in terms of how it's going to grow and develop and when it's going to flower. And it knows the perfect relationship with Mother Earth and with all the elements that it needs to support the foundation of its growth. Well, we are no different from that of Mother Earth and those seeds. And us as humans and individuals, we also have a strong foundation that is required before moving forward with what it is that you want to do. So it might feel for a lot of us that you are spending a lot of time waiting for the right moment, waiting to launch a product, waiting to enhance that relationship. But yet we live in a world that teaches us to speed up, and we have been taught about instant gratification. So what has happened is we are feeling an escalation of the shadow of impatience. So when we are impatient with ourselves, we are quicker to judge, we are throwing ourselves off balance, we find ourselves in the midst of chaos. So we really want to move towards what is known as the gift aspect in this gate. And of course, it's the opposite of the impatience, which is our patience. So when we lean into having patience with ourselves, having patience with other people, having the patience of trusting in the universal timing and rhythm, and that everything does happen in divine timing, what's going to happen is we're going to find ourselves stepping back into a more natural flow and natural rhythm. So really reflect on that for yourself and maybe contemplate if you were to step into a routine that felt very holistic for you. It supported your energy level, it helped you to relax the mind, the body, feeling more grounded and connected to the earth, being able to move through life in your to-do list with more ease and more flow. What would those routines look like for you? Because this is also a beautiful time through the gate of waiting to really establish routines that you know help to keep you within your natural rhythm. And then really looking at when you are thrown out of your natural rhythm, how does that then perhaps spiral into the shadow of impatience? So we're really learning that when we are out of rhythm, we're out of step with our natural self. And then looking out into the world where we have been introduced to the concept of time, we adhere to a clock. We often find ourselves rushing from one activity to the next, being told you have to do things in a certain time frame. And I know for myself, I really had to pay some attention to having to eat at a certain time, getting up at a certain time, going to bed at a certain time, and looking at how much that then puts you into a box and the mind starts to develop a program. Whereas maybe the body's not hungry and doesn't want to eat at that time. But we start overriding our natural rhythms and we cave into what is fed in the collective consciousness. So a lot of us are being pulled away from our natural self. Now, it's really interesting that as we are stepping into the gate of waiting and really looking at the shadow of impatience and the gift of patience, that we are also moving pretty quickly into the holiday season. So you are seeing an increase in people out shopping, the stores are getting more full. I have a big heart for anybody in customer service at all times of the year, but very specifically this time of the year, because oftentimes we are reacting out of our impatience, out of our frustrations, and it's those in customer service who end up getting the brunt of that. So if you should find yourself out and about and really noticing some of the shadow of impatience out in the collective, maybe this is your opportunity to practice patience, patience within yourself, patience with others, connecting back to your breath. We forget how when we breathe, it feeds our magnetic field that is felt by others around us. So maybe this week you are the saving grace to somebody who is feeling the stresses and the pressures of this holiday season, who is not being patient with themselves, perhaps then pushing that out into others. And instead of judging, maybe you are the saving grace that breathes and sends some calm energy out their way. I am sending you all much love. And if you would like to learn a little bit more about the changing of the mandala wheel, the different gates as they open at certain points of the year within the collective that then help us to self-actualize within ourselves, those shadow energies and those light energies and the gift aspects, I am doing a online event on December the 15th. This is on a Sunday, and it's co-hosting with my colleague and dear friend, Corey Thorne Cameron, a mystic and a channel. We're going to be going through all 12 of those zodiac signs, looking at the gates, looking at the inner alchemy. Corey's going to be bringing in the archetypes, the houses, really looking at what it means to move through the energies of each one of those signs, how it relates to you, your birth chart, your houses, your genetic makeup, and how you can really look at the mandala wheel as one of your tools to support you in knowing the energy that you are currently experiencing. And of course, having to self-actualize that for yourself. That is our journey. We're all going to have our own perspective on how the energies are resonating within us. That is conscious awareness. That is the enlightenment. And the theme for 2025 is all about awakening the light within. So what if this is your year to really harness the gift aspects for you and to set yourself on a direction where you're really trusting in your body to support you in making the decisions that you know are right for you? I'm dropping a link down below for exploration into that event if that does resonate with you, whether you're able to join us live online or wish to register to access the recording. There are tools there to support you. And for those who are brand new to human design, feel free to stop by my website, lovingenergyrecharge.com. There is an opportunity there to request your free chart and watch some of the videos to help you get started on learning about the different centers of human design. Namaste to you all and have a fantastic week. Take care.